The Hawthorn Hawks have continued their phenomenal and exciting start to the 2025 AFL season with another scintillating 23-point win in the true opening game of their season against the Essendon Bombers. Heading to this game, overall there was a lot of questions about how Hawthorn were gonna respond on. And yeah, overall the pressure and the intensity between both defenses was just insane overall in the game. And it felt like Essendon were playing the kind of game in which they didn't want to Hawthorn get what they usually get, and they were very impressive early on about finding the defensive pressure. Ben Mackay was absolutely massive, and their defense was just at being able to hold up against the likes of Mario Scholl, Jack Gitterman, Nick Watson, until their revolution at small forward, Isaac Kako, was able to find some space and kick a beautiful first goal that had the MCG rocking. But then, I think in the most insane, stunning, unbelievable display, Hawthorn showed just how much of a danger they are in 2025. Their attack off turnover, their defense, their running with the ball, how James Sicily and Tom Barrash were able to get their ball movement going in insane, succinct fashion, and then how the wizard Nick Watson and Jack Gitterman were able to just put the icing on the cake. All of Essendon's defenders just had no idea what was going on. They were put under a spell, and before you could know it, it was 41. It was pretty much almost 40 points and starting to look like a blowout. The Hollywood Hawks were on the biggest stage and they were putting on a show. And throughout this game, you saw more and more examples as to why this team is so deadly. Their attack on turnover, their defensive intercepting, James Sicily and Tom Barrash were phenomenal in defense and battle as well. Just unbelievable recruits already. And Mario Scholl just played another phenomenal game and was able to take so many big clunking marks. I felt like all throughout this game that Hawthorn, this was their reward. Their reward for going through that terrible week in 2022 where they were branded as racist. The whole racism report from 2014 came out. In the same week that Geelong, easily their most hated rivals, go on to win a flag. That was rock bottom, and this was the reward for that. And you just felt all throughout the crowd, all throughout the environment, the Hawks are back, and they're ready to have a solid crack at a back-to-back, and their childhood isn't enough now, and they're ready to get one. And the celebrations as well were back as well. Just Jack Gitterman had the timeout, I always said that was just timeout Essendon. And Nick Watson and Mario Scholl had some phenomenal ones as well. It was everything we love about Hawthorn last year, showing up in perfect display on their first Friday night game, coupled with the defensive intensity and just the unbelievable pressure their small forwards bring. Again, they have so many ways to kill you. Will Day, Will Day just kept racking up so many disposals as well, and Newcomb as well, and they were damaging disposals as well. Just phenomenal team. They are such a dangerous out. And this game once again proved just how dangerous they are. second half, Essendon would amount challenges, even without Josh Caddy and Jai Caldwell going out in brutal fashion. They amounted challenges. They did get runs going. Xavier Dersma, Archie Perkins kicked some crucial goals, and they were able to get good run-ons from their defensive 50 and were able to start quelling the Hawthorn small forwards a bit. But I think one of the biggest things that I overall love about this game is how Hawthorn were able to respond every time. How the Hawks were able to just find a man and be able to just respond every time Essendon got a clear momentum shift. Whether in Marvin Scholl, Roy Meek, or one of the smalls, it just felt like a game that Hawthorn were always going to win. And Essendon, as valiant as they were going to come short. And it felt like that all night. It really did. I guess that's the story of the Bombers since 2004. In so many matchups against teams, and they put their best foot forward. They look like they could potentially steal it, but just deep down, you know it's probably not going to happen. And like Hawthorn has some stuff to improve as well. Like Sam Mitchell, I was very interested to see that he was not happy with the overall performance in the press conference. Like he knows that like they probably can get a better like tall marking game going and get like more run going later on the season. So there's a lot of stuff to improve. Hawthorn are not a finished product at the moment, and you will see a lot better on as now their goal is clear. They want to bring another premiership to Glen Ferry and have a phenomenal chance at doing so. I'm a Hawthorn fan walking out of this game last night, I would just be thinking, this team is phenomenally special. It's got improvement to do, which is just amazing to think. It's got players to come back, Cal Shadia, for example. And it's put itself in a really strong place to potentially win a premiership. This season could be very special. It's a long way to go, and they will face challenges across the way. But this season could be very special. Overall, Hawthorn's next game is up against Carlton. Isn't that a story of two worlds at the moment? My God. And Essendon are up against the Adelaide Crows on Saturday up next, which we will see Adelaide for the first time on Sunday. Very interested to see how they overall look. So yeah, Hawthorn fans, dare to dream.